How's it going, people? Sam and Slappy here, and this is our little pest control guide, courtesy of Josoxx. So this one's for you. So a little basic guide for getting pest control. First of all, to actually play this game, you need to have at least a minimum combat level of 40. To actually come and play this game, I'd highly recommend going in one of the actual pest control worlds. These are worlds 53, 69 and 115, although they may change in the future. But you won't really be able to join any pest control games outside of these three worlds for pretty obvious reasons. These worlds are made for it. So a little bit of information about pest control itself. This is actually a safe activity, and to actually get down here you need to go to Port Sarim, and near the bottom you'll see a squire. You can just right click travel on him and you'll travel over to Pest Control Island. So once you're here, just jump off the ship and head down to the south. You'll see this place has actually got a couple of shops, and it's even got its own little bank. But the reason why people actually pay pest control, you may actually be wondering, is, let's have a little gander at the Void Knight. You can get some fairly decent rewards. I'm not sure if this is as good as it still used to be back in the day, but this used to be pretty fast XP for leveling up. And as a added little bonus, if you trade in at least 100 points at a time, you'll gain a bonus 10% XP. So instead of just gaining 56k HP XP, if I handed in all 100 now, I'd gain that little bit extra. So not bad all in all. Alternatively, the other reason why a lot of people do pest control is to actually get the Void Knight armour. Now each set of these armours comes with a little bonus depending on which helm you're wearing, but altogether you'll be needing to wear 4 pieces of Void Knight. So typically the first things people get is the Void Knight top, robes, gloves, and then whatever helm they use the most. For example, if you get the mage helm, your accuracy and base damage in mage goes up, and it's very similar for melee and range in that case. But after they've got those, people then try to get the Void Knight deflector. What this means is people can swap out another piece of the Void, such as the plate body, and they can replace it with either a Pernix plate or an Armadillo plate for the extra defense. So all in all, not bad. Plus, if you've completed Void Stares Back, you'll be able to get the Elite Void, which gives you prayer bonus and slightly better defensive stats. Which I'd highly recommend doing anyway, as when you complete the Void Stares Back, you actually get a free Elite Void Knight top. So that'll save you 250 commendation points right there, which is quite a long time. So, now that you've said all that, you can get other stuff from them like herbs and ores, but it's really not worth it. To actually play this game, there's 3 different boats you can climb on. The first one you'll see right next to the bank is this one. This is the lowest level of all 3 of the boats, and to actually use this boat you need to be a minimum combat level of 40, and when you win a match while using this boat, you'll gain 2 commendation points for completing it. The next boat over is this one here. This is the level 2 boat, or the medium boat, whichever you want to call it. And you need a minimum of 70 combat to actually use this boat. And upon completing, you'll gain 3 points. And then finally, the very last one you see with people inside the boat itself is the high level one. To actually use this boat, you need to be at least 100 combat, and you'll be rewarded 4 points upon completion. So there's a few other differences depending on which boat you choose. For example, on this first boat we come across, there's almost no wait time before you can start attacking the portals within the game. What this means is the games are over very quickly, but you only get the 2 points for it. Whereas when you move on to the medium one, it takes a little bit longer for the portals to actually be able to be attacked, and then finally it'll take a minute or 2 before you can actually start attacking portals. This means you have to try and keep the Void Knight alive for that much longer, which is why it's a higher level boat. So that's pretty much the gist of it. That is pest control, but I'm assuming you're using this just to wonder what the hell pest control is all about, so I'll show you a little quick game. For this, if you're a high level, then I'd highly recommend going after the portals themselves. If you're a lower level, you can stand here, and you'll see the enemies will teleport in, and you can try and protect the Void Knight to keep him alive as long as possible. Alternatively, you can come out here and attack the monsters which are actually near the portals themselves. Or you can just wait at your portal like I'm just about to do now and just kill everything that comes out of it until the force field is down so you can actually destroy the portal. Another thing worth noting is to actually gain any commendation points at all for playing this game, you need to do a minimum of 500 damage throughout the game. So that means for your lower levels or people who just want to waste time and just stand there like a bunch of fucking bellends, you ain't going to be getting any points. To find out if you've actually done all 500 points worth of damage, if you look at the top left of this screen, you'll see this little sword icon. Right next to it, you'll see the number changing each time. If that isn't over 500, then you won't be getting your commendation points upon completion. So there's 4 portals in all, and it's random when the force fields disappear off these portals. But eventually, when they do, you can just mow it down, and as you can see, really quick, nice and easy. You'll occasionally see an enemy near the portals called spinners. They kind of look like floating octopus. If you see one of those next to a portal, kill it, as they can actually heal the portal, and if you're unlucky, a lot of them will spawn and it will become an absolute bastard trying to finish the portal off. But yeah, that's pretty much pest control in a nutshell. Pretty straightforward. You can attack these portals no matter what level you are, although I'd recommend being slightly higher level, and upon completion you'll gain your commendation points. Now there is an alternative to get these commendation points for your void stuff, which if people are interested in, I can go ahead and make a guide for Conquest, as that's another version of it. But that is pest control, and everything you need to know about it. It's a safe activity. The worlds to go to it is world 53, 69, 115. You need a minimum of level 40 combat to actually play the game, and you need to do a minimum of 500 damage to gain any points upon completion. And another thing, there has to be at least 5 people within the boat to actually play the game itself, and you can have a maximum of up to 25. And to win the actual game itself, you either need to destroy all 4 portals or keep the Void Knight alive for 20 minutes. So yeah, that's it. I hope you all enjoyed, and you all know everything you need to know about pest control. So until then, I'll catch you later.